Today, we are going to discuss about adult orthodontics. Under the heading of adult orthodontics, we are going to see the definition, the reasons for increase in adult patients, the difference between adult and adolescent patients, the indications for adult orthodontic treatment, the contraindications for adult orthodontic treatment, biomechanical considerations, diagnosis in adult orthodontics, treatment aspects in adult orthodontics, and retention in adult orthodontics. According to Ackerman, the adult orthodontics is concerned with striking a balance between achieving optimal proximal and occlusal contact of the teeth, acceptable dentofacial aesthetics, normal function, and reasonable stability. Now we'll see what are the reasons for increase in adult patients. Number one, the innovation of appliances like ceramic brackets, lingual appliances, and aligners have caught the attention of many adults who would not otherwise seek orthodontic treatment. Number two, increased experience with adult orthodontic treatment and the achievement of good results. Number three, increased public awareness of health and appearance. The teeth must be properly aligned for better facial aesthetics. Number four, increased desire of patients and restorative dentists for treatment of dental mutilation problems using tooth movement and fixed restorations rather than removable prostheses. Number five, more sophisticated and successful management of the symptoms associated with joint dysfunction. Number six, more effective management of skeletal jaw dysplasia using more advanced orthognathic surgical techniques. Number seven, the affordability. Orthodontic treatment is more acceptable in today's adults because they can afford it. Number eight is the media. The numerous articles in magazines and newspapers, as well as advertising by dentists, increase public awareness about the orthodontic treatment. Number nine, the increased awareness among family dentists. The general dentist is more aware of the problems of occlusion and the role of proper teeth alignment in enhancing the restorative dentistry. There are two categories of adult orthodontic patients. Number one, comprising young adults who desired but did not receive comprehensive orthodontic treatment as youth they now seek it as they become financially independent and are more aware of the benefits of orthodontic treatment. Number two, consisting of adults who have other dental problems which are being recognized as patients for adjunctive orthodontic treatment to control dental disease and restoration of missing teeth easier and more effective. Number two, the consists of adults who have other dental problems which are being recognized as patients for adjunctive orthodontic treatment to control dental disease and restoration of missing teeth which is easier and more effective. So now we'll see what is the difference between adult and adolescent patients. Number one, the growth. In adults, there is no growth potential. Only teeth movement is achieved. In children, tooth movement is possible along with the growth modulation. Number two, appearance. In adults, it is often a great concern. In children, usually it is not a concern. It is a concern of the parents. Number three, tolerance. Adults take more time to adjust. Therefore, appliance must be well designed and carefully adjusted. Children tolerate most appliances readily. Number 4, periodontal health. In adults, periodontal health is a concern and it should be resolved before starting orthodontic treatment. In children, periodontal health is not a concern to start the orthodontic treatment. Difference between adult and adolescent patients. Number 5, general health. In adults, it must be evaluated carefully prior to treatment. In children, it is not a concern. Number 6, the cooperation. The adult patients are usually well motivated and cooperation is not a problem. In children, it varies from poor to excellent cooperation. Number 7, treatment appreciation. Adults are usually very appreciative about the small changes, but children are not very appreciative. What are the indications for adult orthodontic treatment? Number 1, to satisfy aesthetic desire of the patient. Number 2, to improve tooth and periodontal tissue relationship. Number 3, to establish an improved plane of occlusion to distribute the forces. Number 4, to balance the existing space between the teeth for better prosthetic rehabilitation. Number 5, to improve spaces to provide normal tooth to tooth contact. Number 6, to improve occlusion and coordination with the masticatory muscles and TMJ. Now, what are the contraindications of adult orthodontic treatment? Number 1, severe skeletal discrepancies. Number 2, advanced local or systemic diseases. Number 3, excessive alveolar bone loss. Number 4, poor prognosis and questionable stability. Number 5, lack of patient motivation. And number 6 is unrealistic expectation of treatment and treatment results. Now, what are the biomechanical considerations in adult orthodontics? Number 1, the changes in the periodontal ligament. The bone support of each tooth is an important consideration. When bone is lost, the periodontal area decreases and the same force against the tooth produces greater pressure on the periodontal ligament of a periodontally compromised tooth than a normally supported tooth. The absolute magnitude of force used to move teeth must be reduced when the periodontal support has been lost. In addition, the greater the loss of attachment, the smaller the area of supported root and the further apical the center of resistance will become. This affects the moments created by forces applied to the tooth and the moments needed to control root movement. The conclusion of this is that tooth movement is quite possible despite of bone loss, but lighter forces and relatively larger moments are needed. Number 2, cellular changes. Whenever force is applied on tooth, it will result in an increased proliferation of the cells in the periodontal ligament. It is proposed that insufficient source of pre-osteoblasts might account for delayed response to mechanical stimulus. Then, the decreasing blood flow and vascularity that occurs with the increasing age is the reason for insufficient source of progenitor cells, which delays the reaction to orthodontic force in adults. Number 3, alveolar bone changes. The cortical bone becomes more dense while the spongious bone reduces with the age. The quality and quantity of the lamina dura and surrounding bone changes around the teeth that have lost occlusal contacts because of extraction. Number 4, anchorage considerations. A, anchorage in adult patients may be affected by poor periodontal status and or missing teeth. B, intraoral anchorage devices such as TPA and controlled forces are recommended. C, micro implants are of great help as it reduces the dependence on dental anchorage. 5. Changes in mechanics. The force used in adults should be of lower level than those used in children. The initial forces should be further low because the immediate pool of cells available for bone resorption is low. The moment to force ratio should be increased according to the periodontal status of the individual teeth. With increasing marginal bone loss, light continuous forces should be maintained during tooth movement. Diagnosis in adult orthodontics. It involves collection of relevant data in a systematic manner to help in identifying the nature and cause of the problem. Creation of a comprehensive database involving restorative dentist, prosthodontist, periodontist, orthodontist, and a oral surgeon, followed by prioritizing the treatment and execution of the treatment. The treatment aspects in adult orthodontics. The Profit has classified adult orthodontic procedure into 3 categories: adjunctive orthodontic treatment, comprehensive orthodontic treatment, and surgical orthodontic treatment. Adjunctive orthodontic treatment is defined as the tooth movement carried out to facilitate other dental procedures necessary to control disease and restore function. The goals of adjunctive treatment are: A. To facilitate restorative treatment by positioning the teeth so that more ideal and conservative techniques can be used. B. Improve the periodontal health by eliminating plaque and pockets, if any, thereby improving the alveolar ridge contour adjacent to the teeth. C. Establish favorable crown root ratio and position the teeth so that the occlusal forces are transmitted along the long axis of the teeth. In adjunctive orthodontics, appliances are required in only a portion of the dental arch for a short period of time to improve particular aspect of the occlusion. The adjunctive procedures include uprighting of the teeth, forced eruption, alignment of the teeth. Now, comprehensive orthodontic treatment in adults. It is similar to that in adolescents. However, the following considerations should be kept in mind while treating the adults under comprehensive orthodontic treatment. Number 1, the biological limitations. Number 2, the lower force levels. Number 3, periodontal consideration. Number 4, multidisciplinary approach. Number 5, aesthetic requirements. Number 6, comfort requirements. And number 7, biomechanical considerations. Under the heading of comprehensive orthodontic treatment in adults, number 1, the biological limitations. The biological limitations are the decreased blood flow, reduced vascularity, insufficient source of progenitor cells at the site of tooth movement, cortical bone is dense and spongious bone reduced with age. These biological limitations dictate a conservative approach to mechanics in adult orthodontics. Force levels. The forces used in adults should be low, especially the initial forces, because the immediate pool of cells available for bone resorption is low. The periodontal considerations. Adults are more likely to be periodontally compromised. Therefore, periodontal care should be taken before, during, and after orthodontic treatment to keep a check on the periodontal inflammation. Few adult patients require multidisciplinary approach for comprehensive rehabilitation. Aesthetic as well as comfort requirement. With the advent of ceramic braces, lingual appliances, and aligners, the adults are motivated to opt for orthodontic treatment. Surgical orthodontic treatment. Orthognathic surgery basically involves planned fracturing of the facial skeletal parts and repositioning them. It is a multidisciplinary approach involving orthodontists and oral and maxillofacial surgeons. Now, retention in adult orthodontics. Retention is a critical and challenging aspect of adult orthodontics. A retention plan should be a part of the treatment. In some cases, it might be removable or fixed retention. In some cases, retention will coincide with restoration and rehabilitation. So, under the adult orthodontics, we studied about the definition, reasons for increase in adult patients, difference between adult and adolescent patients, indications for adult orthodontic treatment, contraindications for adult orthodontic treatment, adjunctive orthodontic treatment, comprehensive orthodontic treatment, surgical orthodontic treatment, biomechanical considerations in adult orthodontics, diagnosis and treatment aspects in adult orthodontics, at last, the retention in adult orthodontics. Keep watching these videos on YouTube and please subscribe to my channel for further updates about orthodontics and orthodontic classes.